So first we will create a .NET project. So I'll say create new project. Then here I will search for our ASP.NET Core web application, and that project we will select. Next we will give the name like app container inside demo. This is my project name, and I will say create. I'll select my desired location. Next I will select the create button so that it will go ahead and create that project for me. Next here I will select a web application, but I'll have to select the enable Docker support so that I'll get the Docker support in my project. And let's build the project so that it will start the Docker desktop. So here let me say yes, and what will happen is it will start debugging my project. But you see it is saying some error, and I'll have to install the Docker desktop and follow all of the steps that is mentioned in the Docker desktop so that I'll make sure my project, my desktop is running okay for the Docker desktop. So I'll clone the project, that is demo project that they have given, like Docker desktop has given one demo project. If you can run that demo project, that means your machine is well and set up. So I'll follow all the steps like build the image. So I just downloaded the image from GitHub and then I'm building the image, and then next I'll have to run that image once build is done. So next I can run that image, next step, and then I can share. So when I click share, it will basically upload this image into my own Docker hub, in my own Docker repository. So I see one, let me go to my, so I see one error, Docker ports are not available error. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to run the netsh interface command in order to make my ports available. So let's copy this command and go and run it into your PowerShell. So see, if I run this PowerShell, it will show me the ranges. So now what I can do is I can stop and start my net thing. So I can go and open the PowerShell in admin mode, and you can do that. So see here I have no access. So I'll open the PowerShell in admin mode. And there if I run, then you can see it is stopped and start successfully. So next step is to go ahead and run our Visual Studio MVC application where we had the Docker. So here if you try to run again, it will say that you already have this name and you cannot use the same name. So I'll stop from here and I'll go to my MVC project now in order to run the Docker. So I'll go to my MVC project, and there I will run the project, and this time it will run my MVC application, and I can see that that .NET project with Docker is running nicely. And next step what we can do is we can deploy this Docker container into Kubernetes and into Azure Kubernetes services. We can do that. So let's see if my demo application is uploaded, and this is asking for my local .NET project to run, and I can configure for SSL also, and then I can say yes, and then it will basically run my entire application. And now I can pull up and see this app container inside demo is running. So this proves that we can run our ASP.NET project using the Docker.